Hello, Sun Lakes. I'm Anita Lawrence, your Good Day Sun Lakes host, and I'd like to welcome you to Coffee with the GM for the month of December. Chris Mitchell, the Sun Lakes General Manager, is here to answer questions and topics of interest to the community. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. It's a little chilly out there.
It
this
is.
morning.
I even had to get the scarf out. It was cold.
Lots of snow on the mountains.
Yes.
So I wore my snowflake sweater.
Nice. Very nice. It was so cold I had to turn the air conditioner off in my office.
Oh.
I mean, that's an inside joke. Hernan and the Good Day Sun Lakes know it's very cold. Very cold in my office.
Well, December is moving right along.
Very fast. It's cold.
Lots of holiday parties.
Yes.
And lots of people have decorated their homes. Beautiful lights out there at night.
Yes.
And the restaurant, food and beverage staff, they are working themselves into a frazzle with all these parties.
They are. They're running like crazy to accommodate and to serve the membership. You know, I'll go to the back and see how the kitchen's running, and they are just moving along, putting together the plates and everything. But Chef Chris is really doing a great job. Thomas, Joseph, and the rest of the team. So very impressed with them. But this is from October on till January 1st. It's just fast paced back there.
Yeah. Well, Hanukkah is less than a week away, and Christmas is just 12 days away.
I know.
Are you ready at your house?
No, I'm not. My daughter she's making a list for Santa. Unfortunately, she has not completed it. All I know is a pink purse, a pink unicorn, a pink something else. And I need that list so that Santa can buy something for her. Yeah, we're working on that.
Well, sounds like she's an everything pink girl.
She is 5 years old, and she's ruling the world. So.
And you got to keep that list for
Yes.
someday in the future.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we have lots of things to discuss this morning,
Yes,
so
we do.
let's get going.
Let's do it.
Okay, there will be a special Christmas brunch in the restaurant on Saturday, December 24th. Can you give some more information about that?
Yes, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to talk about that as well. You've always good about getting the information out. So for the holiday, we do have Christmas brunch at the restaurants for Saturday, December 24th. Tickets can be purchased at the Hostess. Now we are going to be having the event in the ballroom because right now, last I checked last week, we were over 100. Once we get to that tipping point, we move them to the ballroom so there's more space. So there are tickets available. Go to the Hostess where Betty is. You can purchase the tickets. The tickets right now are $34.95 for adults, $17.95 for children 6 to 11, and children 5 and under are free. Like I said in my admin update, I should bring Isabella to eat free. Champagne, you can definitely add champagne, not for the kids though, but for the adults, you can $10. You can add champagne to your meal. Those prices do not include tax and service charge. That's just the base cost. So for more information, please call 951-769-6654, and they'll be glad to help you in the restaurant.
And if it's anything like Thanksgiving, it will be fantastic.
Indeed.
Yes.
Chef Chris has got some stuff planned for that.
Okay. They're also going to be preparing holiday meals to go.
Yes, we do have some holiday meals, and you can go online to the club calendar and see the information on the restaurant. Go down to the information in the restaurant or on the calendar. But again, you can purchase those tickets, pre-purchase, $19.95 per person. Again, the meals that price does not include tax and service charge. The meals must be picked up between 12 and 3 on Friday, the 23rd. Very important. Again, calling the number 951-769-6654 to get more information. If you don't want to come down, sit in the ballroom for the Christmas meal, you want to take it home, here's your chance. But get in there quick, please. That's the key.
Okay. Well, the golf shop is also having a holiday sale. Great place to pick up some last-minute Hanukkah or Christmas gifts. So, what do you know about that?
So, Brian's very good with the product selection. He's, be careful when you go in the pro shop. He's going to get you and you're going to buy something. So, just might as well go there because between what we already started December 1st and the 21st, We have golf balls 15 to 40% off. Golf bags 15% off. All golf apparel 10 to 50% off. Golf shoes 15 to 40% off. New golf clubs 10% off. Demo golf clubs, just make him an offer and Brian can help you. I don't know if you've been in there lately. Brian got these nice pullovers with the Sun Lakes logo on it, different colors, pink, white, black, blue, gray, all of these colors. And I think there's also some towels in there that he got. I mean, Brian's really knocking it out of the park. So please go in the pro shop. There's some great opportunities for gifts for your friends, for the Good Day Sun Lakes team, for Anita. There's some great stuff there. So yeah, Brian's doing a great job with that.
I need to get in there because when I travel, I like to wear something that says Sun Lakes.
Yes.
So
He can definitely take care of you. The sale goes through the 21st, so get in there quick.
All right. So, looking forward to 2023. I understand the food and beverage department has something to look forward to.
Yeah, we do. So right now, food and beverage is planning. We're right now finishing this holiday effort, fast-paced effort. In between a few breaks that Chef Chris has and Thomas has, which are very few right now, we're working on, or his team is working on, the new spring menu. So in the spring, about end of February, March, the timeline, we've got to go through the board and get their approval. But that new menu will come out. So Chef has got to price that, identify items that are good sellers. On that new menu, we're also looking at small plates, because I know that has been a desire from the community of a smaller portion, cheaper price. Also looking to bring back some of the items through specials, like we call them the Sun Lakes favorites, which are the golfer, the pro, and
Yes.
things like that. And so Chef Chris is going to be working on that. We're also working on revising the banquet menu plan so that it's easier to price. It's easier for the member to understand that they know here are the three options you get for your proteins, your meats, your chicken or your steak, whatever. Your starches, which is your potatoes, rice, other things, and your vegetables, and lay it out so that you can see it. And it makes it easier when you're putting together. It also sets the price, that the price is, and the board approves that price of this is the price, the minimum that it's going to cost. And that way, every member, every club, it's the same. It's not, well, why did you get it for $5 cheaper and I didn't? And so, streamlining it, standardizing it is the key. A thing you also notice in the hours is that the sandwich, beginning January 1st, after January 1st, will be open 8 to 11. At 11, service stops. So they're just serving really breakfast. They will give you some lunch items in the sandwich in the morning, but breakfast is the goal in the sandwich from 8 to 11. And then the restaurant will take over from 11 to 3, and that is where your lunch. Okay. And then, so you'll see that right now what we were doing is before, as we were getting people coming out to, after the pandemic, coming out to socialize and eat, the sandwich was open longer. But the problem is we're running a restaurant and the sandwich, dual facilities for lunch. And it really hasn't shown, some people are in here, some people are in there. And then we're applying a lot of staff over in the sandwich and the restaurant. It can be consolidated. So look toward that in the new year as well.
Okay.
A lot of stuff happening. Food and beverage is going to be a big focus in 2023.
Well, speaking of that, a new audit committee has been formed to look at the food and beverage department. And the financial advisory committee and restaurant and lounge committee are also working on agenda items for the food and beverage department. Can you provide more information about this to the residents?
Yes, and so right now the committee is looking to kind of understand what is the processes or the practices that are in food and beverage, understanding how we assign labor for different days, how we order items, how we store items, how we price the items, what is the cost of the plastics and the plastic trays, the foam cups, and how that all plays into a part of what makes the cost, what makes the subsidy. And so the committee is looking at that. For food and beverage staff as well as myself have been working with that committee, providing them information, giving some insights to what their food and beverage operations look like, so they get an understanding. The key, I think, the goal that I'm looking forward to is setting a business plan. The plan changes, and what members may know is the plans can change from board to board to board. We're going to offer this, we're going to offer this. And if you can develop a plan that is, outlasts the board, outlasts staffing, it is the plan that we use. Now, you can change the plan, make a few changes, but in that plan, you kind of say, what are we? Are we a service? Or are we for profit? Or are we in between? What is the goals? How do we measure if we're achieving those goals? That's the plan that needs to be developed, and that committee's doing it. Now, the Restaurant and Lounge Committee are making some recommendations along with the FAC about different operational pieces, what they would like to see, some data reporting that they would like to see. And so, again, 2023 is going to be a food and beverage emphasis, really. It's what we're focused on. What we've been focused this last quarter is really making sure the processes are demonstrated and provided to the committee and to all the committees. But it is something that it needs to happen, and so it is moving forward, and we should be getting more updates in January.
Okay, all right. Well, the main ballroom will be getting new paint and new carpet in the new year. Can you tell residents more about that?
So if you came to the December 7th open session, or you can watch it again, Good Day Sun Lakes, you'll see that there were several boards that were placed out there. One of the boards, it's a trifold, and it has the different paint options that they're looking at, as well as a sample of the carpet. The carpet has been ordered. We're waiting for it to be shipped or somewhere in the shipping. Nonetheless, the carpet's been ordered, and so what the board wanted to do is get feedback from the community on the different painting options. And so you can also go down to the main clubhouse recreation offices, and those boards will be out there so that members can see and comment. If you have a comment, write it down, put it in the message to management box, send an email to message to management, the button's on the website, or email the board of directors with your opinion. Because the goal is to get this going in January and move quickly, because we have events planned, meetings. That room is utilized a lot. And so we want to make sure the members have an opportunity to put in their opinion and the board make a decision. So January, we should see something on that. But again, go down to recreation offices. Those boards are there.
All right. Can you provide some information on the lounge expansion that the master board is proposing?
Yes, again, at the December 7th meeting, we talked about the lounge expansion. Those boards, we also have some display boards of the floor plan. That is also at recreation. So go ahead, spend the day, go down there, have breakfast, have lunch, look at the boards, make some comments. Right now we're in the planning phase of, we have the floor plan that was carried over from the prior year, and we're on identifying some structural areas of the lounge. For example, the posts, do they need to be there? What's inside? Are they weight bearing? Where's everything, the bones of the building, so that if you make changes, you're not going to have the roof cave in on you. Also, they're looking at color options as well as furniture, and there's some boards on that too. Again, members, please take a look at it. Drop a note into the message to management box there at the reception desk, or go online, hit the button message to management, so that the board can get your opinion and know what you're thinking. This is another project that it's started last year, and now we're starting to speed up of really looking at what it's going to cost, how will it change, and so really this is over the next couple of months, this planning process will be going on. So members' opinion is needed.
All right. I understand there is an update on the front gate fountains. What did the master board approve?
So the Common Area Advisory Committee, led by Doug Swenson, they had gone out a few members, as well as myself, Jason, Mark Schleiden, looking at the fountain. And they've come up with some recommendations that they would like to see. Number one, they understand, and I'm hoping the community understands right now that with the drought and with the city ordinance on restricting fountain, we don't know when that's going to be lifted, if it's going to be lifted next year. So the committee made a recommendation to address the rocks. If you go by there, there's a water line, it's stained. So they're recommending that we look into getting pricing for a paint or cleaning of them so that the stain is gone. They also have recommended that some type of bush or planting happen in front where the pond was, so that as you're driving, you would see the bushes, you would see the clean rocks and everything and some plants up there, and not into where the pond was. There are going to be some holes that are drilled in to allow the water to drain through, because even if we were going to say, okay, the water mandate's been lifted, let's put the fountains back, there still needs to be work. They need to be rebuilt because they have many years of service to the community. That whole bottom is a problem, the motors and everything. So drilling holes into the bottom to allow the water to exit, to drain, is not going to be something that you go, oh my gosh, we shouldn't have done that. If we were going to fix the pond, we would have to redo the bottom anyways. But these are some solutions that the Common Area Advisory Committee feels that would benefit. Look, again, beautify the front entrance, and that's at Gate 1. They're still looking at Gate 2 and evaluating that. But what the board approved is accepting the recommendation on Gate 1. Staff will begin pricing it, and we'll work with the board and committee of how much it is, what the effort's going to, what kind of effort of painting, costs, etc. And we'll be coming back to an open session for the board to approve that plan.
Okay. All right. Well, are there other projects to look at in 2023?
So, last time I said, and Jason will remember this, it was 2019, and I said, 2020 is just going to be just a fabulous year. And that was the pandemic. So I don't say that anymore. I don't jinx it. But 2023 does have a lot of things, projects that we are going to be looking at with the board. This board is looking at some things that people have asked about in the past, and we haven't done anything with it. And for example, the lounge, that will be one area that we are going to look at in 2023, and get that moving. I think if the board approves that, many of the community I've talked to have said that they would like the lounge expanded because more social, more bands able to dance. Another thing we're going to look at is some of the infrastructure with cameras. We've had issues in the RV lot. We've had issues at Gate 6 and everything. And so enhancing our camera system. And I've said it before, you just can't go to, well, not Radio Shack, they're not there anymore, but down to Home Depot and get an Arlo system. You can't do that. The cameras are one piece of the project, but it's also the software. The software can detect movement. It runs the system. It's just not a camera. And so there are software systems that are out there. Right now, we have 5 different software systems that we use. You can't have that. And so what the board is looking at, and they've tasked management is develop that plan. And that would be the plan for all the clubhouses, RV lot, gates. It's all on one system. And that isn't going to be cheap. But I would think that the members right now really desire it. I know we desire it. When there's an incident, we want the camera quality, or the video quality isn't good. Software can't capture the high resolution image. Light kind of shadows and everything kind of block out some of that. So these are things that we're going to work on cameras. The other thing is the phone system. I think Randy Robbins has been big about how do we serve the community. And one way is the phone system, so we can track, did you call in? Was a call returned? How long was the call taking? And that's something else that the community kind of wants to know. I want to be able to leave a message. Am I not able to leave a message? Did I get a call back? and the system will help with that. Our system is kind of archaic and goes down. Many of you probably saw that the hostess desk went down.
Yes.
That's our old system. We need to get a newer system. And so this is something we'll be looking at in 2023. So some technology infrastructure items that we need to look at in 2023. So it's going to be busy.
And exciting next year.
I think so. I'm looking forward to the changes in food and beverage. I'm hoping we can streamline that as well. A better service to the community, a better experience. And so I'm very excited.
Okay. Well, we've gone through all of our topics this morning. Is there anything you would like to add before we wrap this up for 2022?
Well, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and our
Thank
Good
you.
Day Sun Lakes team for all the hard work, the volunteering that you do. It's a high-paying job of $0 that
Yes.
these volunteers do, and I really appreciate this environment, this time to speak to you, and for asking questions that the community is probably asking as well. And so they don't always want to ask it. You find some great questions. Again, this has been a good year for our communications, and I know we're working into 2023 to improve communications throughout the community through lifestyles, website, etc. So, but again, thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you.
And I hope you get that list from Isabel soon.
I am.
You're
I'm
running out of
panicking.
shopping days.
I'm panicking. I'll be out there in the cold. Okay.
Well, Santa's running out of shopping days.
Yes, Santa is.
Yes.
Santa is.
Okay. Thank you for joining us today. If you have a topic that you would like to see discussed, you have 2 ways to submit them now. You can go to the Sun Lakes website and log on to sunlakescc.com, and after you've entered your member number, you can go in and there's a button that says Message to Management, and you can email your question or concern directly to Chris or the administrative team. Or there is also a box in the main clubhouse lobby at the receptionist desk. If you don't have a computer, you can go in there, write down your question or concern, and submit it that way. So I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everyone who celebrates a happy Hanukkah, a Merry Christmas, and a joyful Kwanzaa. Once again, I'm Anita Lawrence for Good Day Sun Lakes and Coffee with the GM.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.